Well, very few people had the opportunity to talk with the president one-on-one during his whirlwind visit, but 20 young people did. As Lesley Hill reports, they're not only impressed with his plan, they're also a little starstruck.
A slow but steady rain fell before Clinton's arrival, but the clouds broke long enough for his session with high school and college students. None of them will ever forget the experience. It's not every day you tell the president where to sit. All of these young adults are already deeply involved in community service. Clinton told the small group that something has to be done to reconnect the American people to their country, and that his national service program could go a long way to that end.
I don't think you can be in these service programs without being changed yourself. I mean, I think it's pretty hard to go all the way through one and not get connected to the people you're trying to help.
Being an advisor to the president, even for 30 minutes, is awe-inspiring.
There are people out there willing to commit their time, and if they knew that this was a way to fund their education, that there'd be even more.
I'm glad he listened to us, and I'm glad everyone got to say something. Well, not everyone, but but it was different. I didn't think presidents actually went out, and just talked to kids.
I felt incredibly relaxed, and then after I talked, I turned around and saw all the photographers and almost died. It was great.
Vimla.
Yeah.
After signing a few autographs, the dialogue continued as the group walked across campus. Then one last unforgettable moment, being at the center of a national media feeding frenzy.
Questions about it? Mr. President, has all this talk about military force already had an impact, sir?
With photographer Hubie Vigru, Lesley Hill, 6 News.
This is News 8.
Most people will themselves be changed by this, will be reconnected to our country. Go ahead.
President Clinton comes to a New Orleans school to inspire a new generation. Good evening, everyone. An announcement with national impact made right here in New Orleans is News 8's top story right now. President Clinton says he wants to make sure college educations are more affordable.
He's proposing a plan in which students would trade national service for tuition, and there is every indication it's an idea the public likes. We begin team coverage of the president's visit with a look at his first stop, a New Orleans high school. Coming off a turbulent first 100 days in office, President Clinton visited with students and community service workers at Ben Franklin High. No questions from students, no questions from reporters, just a picture-perfect photo op to help sell his proposed national service plan. Its aim, to allow an estimated 150,000 students tuition waivers by 1997 in exchange for community service.
That will lower the cost of and the threshold of going to college for, well, every young person in America who wants to deal with it.
For seniors like Ben Franklin's Sarah Abbott, the Clinton plan comes too late. She couldn't afford her first choice, Columbia, so she'll go to Emory. And she says she's not alone.
Most people are not going to their first choice colleges because of cost, and most, if not all, would be definitely willing to give a few years of their life to service.
A Lou Harris poll taken in February and March of this year shows strong support for the idea. An overwhelming 83% seem to like the notion of trading service for some sort of stipend. The president sees it as a chance for young people to become reconnected to their country. If Congress agrees, it'll be a country willing to trade college tuition for help with crime, teen pregnancy, and illiteracy.
This is going to affect you much more than me. 1 in 10 Americans now is on food stamps. Now you think about what your life is going to be like when you're my age. You have children getting ready to go to college. If we don't reverse these trends.
The president seemed to enjoy himself, although he did seem somewhat preoccupied, no doubt with the events going on overseas in Bosnia.
Clinton made one stop before he spoke at UNO. He talked to a much smaller group.
About 25 students and teachers came to Ben Franklin High School to hear the president pitch his plan. The plan got good marks, but many wonder if it'll make it through Congress. These students and teachers here at Ben Franklin High School each have a story. Today, President Clinton came to listen. Denise Walia is frustrated.
Right. Education should not cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars that when you get out of school, you owe the world. That's not the way it should be.
At 17, Walia is determined and she's not shy.
Who wants to go first? Tell us your name.
My name is Denise Walia. I'm a senior here at Ben Franklin.
Denise is graduating from Ben Franklin High School this year, and she was accepted to Georgetown University for next year. Only she won't be going.
But I can't go to the school of my dreams because I'm not rich enough or I'm not poor enough. I'm in the middle class, and I think we just let the middle class students fall through the cracks.
Denise likes the idea of Clinton's national service program, but for her, it comes too late, and it's too risky.
If I had a guarantee that would be enacted into law, I would definitely go to the school of my choice. But since I have no guarantee, and my decision is due tomorrow, May 1st is college deadlines, I have got to tell the college of my choice where I'm going to go.
She'll have to go to her second choice of colleges. But Clinton hopes that the Denises of the future will be able to go to their first choice under his plan.
I mean, a lot of the people problems of America can only be solved by people, and in very small groups or one-on-one. And so I think there'll be a huge increase in the demand for folks like you to do what you're doing in the years ahead.
Denise says she's hopeful about the future, hopeful that Clinton's plan will pass.
People want to go to college. People want to help their communities. They just need the means.
And she'll be going to Northwestern University next year. She wants to see more changes in public policy, so she's planning a career in politics.